Good morning, everybody. And it is Saturday morning here in Toronto, a beautiful Saturday morning, and very impromptu live stream for you guys. I've been overdue wanting to do another one of the Google Trends reports. I was going to actually try and produce it this afternoon because I found myself with some free time. But then I thought, you know what? I'll just do it as a live stream. Gives you guys a chance to ask questions. So in full transparency, I have looked at these searches basically 2 minutes before I got in the air. So nothing really prepared. So I'll just be shooting from the hip on it, but there's some interesting stuff in here for sure. So I hope you stick around. It'll be the top 25 rising searches, the trending searches right now, heading into the fall on YouTube for workouts. So here we go. Case Pilates, good morning. Nice to see you. All right, so I think before I get into the rising, usually what I'll do is I'll just run through the top searches. These are the ones that are just the tippy top, very generic searches, but it still gives you an idea of the kind of stuff that people are looking for. So going through those, the top search right now is workouts for women. Next one is workouts for beginners. Good afternoon from DC. All it says is Facebook user on here, so I'm not sure who I'm talking to, but let me know who I'm talking to. Number one, workout for women. Number two, workout for beginners. Number three, home workout. Number four, dance workout. Number five, Zumba workout. Number six, workout for men. Number seven, Zumba, again, just the one word. Number eight, workout at home. Number nine, Zumba dance. Number 10, Zumba dance workout. Wow, Zumba's really picking up. Number 11, workout for belly fat. Number 12, belly fat workout. Number 13, workout for weight loss. Number 14, gym, just the word gym. Number 15, workout for abs. Number 16, abs workout. Number 17, gym workout. Number 18, dance workout for beginners. Number 19, I think it is, Zumba workout for beginners. Number 20, exercise. Number 21, Zumba dance workout for beginners, step by step. Number 22, fat loss workout. Number 23, ab workout. Number 24, arm workout. Number 25, HIIT workout. Oh, hey, Aaron. And good morning, Kim. Kim, I owe you an email. I got your email there last week. Hope you're enjoying mountain climbing and all that stuff you're doing. So just to kind of comb over the top searches, the only thing that really jumps out there is dance workouts. Beginner dance workouts seems to be popular. Zumba seems to be really trending in the top searches. But certainly it's just good to see that people are still searching online, even though they've been migrating outside with the world opening up again. Aside from that, it's all the usual stuff: beginners workouts, home workouts, workout for weight loss. There's a few in there that I found were different, and I see this in the rising as well. People are doing searches almost like beginners who just got their first gym membership. So I don't know if there's a big rise in, I would assume there probably is a rise in gym memberships, combination of people gaining weight during lockdowns and also gyms reopening, obviously, and people just want to get out of the house. So a lot of people looking for like beginner workouts to do at a gym and stuff like that. So some interesting stuff in there. Yeah, HIIT is 25, but that's in the top searches though. This is not in the rising ones. So now let's jump into the rising ones. And usually with the rising searches, I'll add a little context to them if I think it's worthwhile. But as usual, it's the same sort of things that are trending, but there are a few interesting ones. So the breakouts, oh, I guess I should do it. Usually I do this in reverse. Yeah, I'm going to do it in reverse. So number 25 with a 70% increase, excuse me, is core workout for beginners. Again, I'm seeing lots of beginner stuff popping up. We talk about this quite a bit. I do believe that probably 80%, if not more, of the users on YouTube are beginner to intermediate level. And when I say intermediate, just barely crossing the line into intermediate. So they do look for things because they want to educate themselves, and they're too stubborn to ask for help, so they search it themselves using YouTube. So sometimes when you get too over the top trying to create the world's best workout, it goes over the heads of beginners and intermediate people because it's just too much for them. Perfect example on my own page. I've got kettlebell workouts that are outdoing a lot of more advanced, better quality kettlebell workouts. And a lot of it is because mine are a little more beginner friendly, only because I'm not a kettlebell guy. So I did beginner friendly stuff, but those workouts are doing really well. Lex, I think 20 minutes or less works better. HIIT is 25, damn. No, yeah, Lex, I think Aaron's referring to number 25 in the list, not 25 minutes, I think. You can let me know. Just uploading a core workout for tomorrow. Good timing. So yeah, so just to preface this, guys, too, this is over the last 30 days. I did actually want to do this just over the last 7 days because I felt like September would be a big turning point, but there wasn't enough data to make a full video out of it. So this is over the last 30 days. So what is it today? The 11th. So August 11th to September 11th, this is what's trending. Number 24, I believe it is, songs for gym workout. That's probably people like you looking for royalty-free music. So not much I can say to that one. Next one is exercise to lose weight fast at home. That is a beginner because they spot train. It's all about weight loss. They're doing it from home, and you can just kind of tell by the way that's worded that that's a beginner searching for stuff. And again, this is the importance of making sure when you title your workout that it's very searchable terms. You're going to get people searching for workouts for belly fat, workouts for weight loss, and you do have to kind of find ways to infuse that to bring these people in and to show them how to do it properly. We still have to entice them, bring them in, then you can start explaining to them that they're not perhaps doing it properly. So that's about all I can say on that one. Next one that comes up is Alexis Wren workout. I feel like she's come up before. Without actually searching for her, I can't really say much about it. So I'm not going to say much about it. I'm just going to move on because I didn't do any pre-production on this whatsoever. If you want to know more about Alexis Wren, look her up. Workout for pregnant women. This was, I think we've had some post-baby stuff that's come up in the past. This might be a first for these videos. Workouts for pregnant women. So something that, again, I feel like something like this needs to be a channel or at least a full playlist. I don't think randomly doing a workout like that would draw too much into your channel in terms of keeping people and having them join your communities, but still good. And I feel like that's something, if anyone out there who happens to be watching this video is expecting or plans to be expecting anytime soon, plan ahead to create content as you are evolving in your pregnancy to be able to show people what you're doing. If you're a good sound trainer, you understand what to do. And I think it's much more relatable and much more community-based if you're also going through what they're going through. And I think that's a huge opportunity if you happen to be pregnant. But even if you're not, if you wanted to do workouts that are basically, kind of pelvis friendly and core friendly and all that for people that are expecting more so low impact workouts, it's certainly a good playlist to have. Check, make sure I'm not missing any questions. Oh, you're wondering about workout times? Yeah, there'll be some stuff that'll come up here, Aaron. I don't know if there's any in this. Yeah, there's one or two that come up in this. It changes all the time, but I'm a big proponent of producing time-based workouts because people do search based on time. There's a ton of people out there who are exercising from home. They've got jobs, they've got kids, they've got 30 minutes in the morning before the kids wake up and they have to make them breakfast. They want to get some exercise in, and they actually search based on time. They don't actually search based on more elaborate stuff or more fitness-based stuff. They're searching for any kind of workout to get their blood flowing that they can do in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, that sort of thing. So adding that to your titles is definitely something to try if you haven't before, because I do believe that it's important. And I do believe there's a ton of people that search based on time. So next one that comes up after pregnant women is workout for smaller waist. Again, spot training. This is to me, it's a beginner intermediate. It's somebody who's not overly educated in health and fitness, that there's not a single workout out there that's really going to work out your waist. And even the way it's worded there, it's more so core, abdominals, fat loss, that sort of thing. Your waist really has nothing to do with it. Your waist is the same size because it's bone. So it just goes to show that there are people that are searching right now who have gained weight probably over lockdowns, and they're searching for ways to start shedding the pounds and shedding fat in those typical target areas. Next up, hips workout for women. I can't really say much to this. Hey, KJ. Hey, Annaline. Yeah, I literally decided 30 minutes ago I was going to do this. So the fact that 8 people have showed up is great. I was going to produce the workout, but this actually frees up my time. So next week I can do a different produced workout. And I've also got a live stream next week with Ariane Ashley, who is a woman in Vancouver who has launched her own supplement brand pretty much from home and is doing really well. So it's a whole thing on basically launching your own, being your own brand deal is how I'm kind of referring to it. So that'll be coming up on Wednesday as well. So yeah, this was just a way for me to throw it out because I think you guys really just want the info and it gives you a chance to add your 2 cents. So I may just live stream these every month. We'll see as we go. You guys can let me know what you prefer. In terms of hips workout for women, I can't add a lot to that because I don't know how to target train hips. Again, lower body target areas, midsection, waist. It's a recurring theme. It's beginner. To me, this screams create beginner level workouts that target train, core, butt, thighs, all those kind of sensitive areas on women and men for that matter. And keep doing that because there's obviously a ton of people looking for it. So not that it's every month it's the same thing. So next one up is beginner gym workout for women, which is 80% increase in searches. Again, I think some people are trying out the gym now because they just want to get out of the house. Because I did see a few of these where it seems like it's beginners who are looking for things they can do in a gym because they've got a gym membership. They're not familiar as to what to do. This may not apply to you guys unless you've got access to a gym. But if you do have access to a gym or you happen to shoot your videos in a gym, creating some tutorials on different exercises, some workouts and how people can basically do it and make it kind of like a bit of a vlog. Not a bad idea at all, in my opinion. Just go for it. Not much more I can add to that. What's next? Next one that comes up is squat workout. So I don't know if this is just a lower body, different variations of squats. I don't know if they're looking for something to do from home, but that's what it is. It's a 90% increase squat workout. So again, target training, lower body, quads, hamstrings, glutes, all those little buzzwords and sensitive areas. Do some workouts on that. Maybe do a focus on lower body. I do think with September coming out of the summer, kids are back in school. I've said this before already. People are, they're getting back into a routine, so to speak. And if they have gained any weight over the last year and a half, or even over the summer, if they've been inactive, they're going to be searching based on those little key areas, which is flabby arms, belly fat, hips, butt, quads, thighs, that sort of thing. So I would recommend focusing on lower body midsection more so than upper body, especially for females. Adding, workout for women in your titles. Try that on maybe, I wouldn't do it on all of them, but if you're a female trainer and you're doing workouts and you are doing it for females primarily, add that to your titles. Start basically fishing a little bit to see what will bring in some new traffic. Next one up is a time-based search. It's 110% increase, 10-minute workout for beginners. 10 minutes because they don't have time, and 10 minutes because they probably don't want to work out for very long because they're a beginner and probably not in the best of shape, potentially. Lex. If you're in the US, they'll probably lock down before the end of the year. Honestly, I'm in Canada, and I think they're going to lock down before Thanksgiving here. I just call it a hunch. Other than the pushback they're getting from people, I think it's with things rising. And yeah, I wouldn't doubt if that happens in the US as well, except politically, it's not going to be too popular, most likely. You tell me, though. Yeah, 10-minute workout for beginners. I guess I've already kind of touched on just 10 minutes, short burst, morning workout before the kids get up. Beginner friendly. Again, these are great ideas to implement and to throw into your cycle of workouts this month, because there is a surge in searches. I don't know what it's like with you guys. I've checked my analytics. Traffic is going up again this September. Even in the first week, I think everything jumped by about 15 or 20% on my channel. So, and nothing's changed on my channel. So I know that it's just more people coming on. So you may as well give them what they want. Utilize this time to start bringing in some new subscribers and new faces. Then come October, maybe start getting back on track with what you want to do. Yeah, definitely. If there's another lockdown coming, guys, take advantage. I can't imagine these are going to go on forever, I would hope. But I've said before, I make no bones about it. I built a channel off the lockdown. I was ready when the lockdown hit. I kept going during the lockdown, and it jumped enormously into the point where it's the equivalent of a small salary now. So, and not that small, to be totally honest. It's COVID helped me in that sense. So be ready. Stop pirate videos. Using TubeBuddy, love that app. Yeah, I use the free version of TubeBuddy. I don't use TubeBuddy a lot for tags. Number one, because I don't think tags are as important as they used to be. And also, TubeBuddy is too mechanical for me. And again, I've stated in the past that fitness to me is an emotional purchase. People that are investing in you or investing in products, it's very emotionally driven because it's health and wellness, and it usually it tips into the mental health thing too, when people are out of shape and not feeling good about themselves. And I think just some of the TubeBuddy tag recommendations are just very, very mechanical, based on different ways of saying things. Like they basically try and take a search term and make it in a more unique way that's proprietary to you, which I don't think works in fitness. I think it works in a lot of genres. I'm not sold on the fact that that works in fitness searches, which is why I don't use it, but I do think it's a good app. Next up is stomach exercises to lose belly fat. So again, we're ab core training, spot training, target training, areas that have ballooned up over COVID. So, Annaline, what if you don't want to use terms like flabby arms and flat belly in your titles? I think, Annaline, here's what I've done in the past, whether this is right or wrong, because I understand where you're coming from. You're trying to present yourself as a good trainer, not as a gimmick. Your thumbnail can be whatever you want. As long as your thumbnail is colorful and good, which I know yours are, you can put whatever wording in there that you want to put in, because that's not affecting your rise in search results. So if you wanted to be a little more specific, like with a trainer title, that can be in your thumbnail. With your actual title, you can still keep it very professional. Like an example of what I would do if I'm trying to kind of fish for people is it would be like 25-minute kettlebell, lower body and core. And then I would do hyphen. And then I would have basically those little, what do you call those little slashes? And it would be like, lose weight, tighten, tone, or you know what I mean? Like something like that, where I can throw in a few of those trigger words that people use. So it could be like lose weight, burn calories, tighten muscles. So that way I've still got a fairly professional title, which represents the brand how I want it to be represented, but I'm throwing in a few of those little trigger words after the fact, just as kind of almost like a subtitle to see if it helps bring me up in search results. And I think it's necessary, Annalene. I know where you're coming from on it, but I do think that, you know, maybe things like flabby arms and flat belly stuff, you don't want to, I get why you don't want to throw that in. You could throw that into your description as well, because the algorithm does pick up keywords in your description. So you can be more casual and conversational in your description. You know, if you feel like you've got flabby arms and flat belly and you're gaining weight, this is a workout that's going to tighten and tone all those areas. This is my blah, blah, blah. And you can get into what you're doing, but you're still you're finding natural ways to name drop words as they say it. Because it's just, you got to get them on your channel and then you can teach them the right way. Otherwise, they're just going to keep on doing what they're doing. And the next one coming up is plank exercise for belly fat. Again, the 120% increase, very unorthodox rising search, because it's a plank exercise is for your core. Like, it's no exercise is for belly fat, but it doesn't stop people from searching for it. So you have to just find a way to get it in there. But again, that's a beginner search. That's a beginner term, belly fat. The fact that they don't understand that, like a plank is an exercise. I guess there's variations of a plank, but plank is for core, which technically, I guess, based on what they think, is for belly fat. I don't know why they're asking for a plank exercise for belly fat. I can't really elaborate on that very much, but is what it is. Give them what they want somehow, and find a way for them to find you. Next one up is kettlebell workout for women. You cannot go wrong with kettlebell workouts on YouTube. It's really popular on my own channel. I think, again, that would be beginner to maybe intermediate search. Somebody who's afraid that, you know, when I see something like this for women, my automatic assumption is it's one of those women who's like, well, I don't want to work out like that guy because I don't want to get big arms and big chest muscles. And they're worried that exercising like a male might exercise is going to make them look like a male, which we all know is not the case. So they're looking for something specific for women. So again, I think throwing that into your title, as much as you don't want to, perhaps try it for one and just see the difference. If you did one that's just a kettlebell workout, lower body and core, and then the next kettlebell workout you do is kettlebell workout for women, lower body and core, compare the two and just look and see with the impressions and the click-through rates, if it's being clicked through more, the one that has women, and then you know that it's a good thing to add. Yeah, there you go, Lex. A lot of my workouts, especially the most popular ones, are all kettlebell as well. So if you can produce a really good quality kettlebell workout that's easy to follow, you'll get people. Like I did a kettlebell workout about 10 months ago, and it was so bad I didn't even want to post it. I hated it because I'm not a kettlebell guy. And the last thing you want to do when you're not a kettlebell guy is rile the kettlebell people. But I posted it anyways to see what would happen. And it's one of the top kettlebell videos on my channel. And I've had people specifically ask more kettlebell workouts, especially with you, when I have really good kettlebell trainers on my channel. So who knows? I think, again, I've mentioned earlier, I think it's a beginner's thing. People are looking for beginner-friendly stuff. And my motions were very basic in my workout, whereas some of the trainers that I've had in for kettlebell workouts are very advanced in how they work and train. So it can be too much, I think, for the average person. All right. Moving along. Next one up is calisthenics workout for beginners. Calisthenics is one of those things that's growing again a lot. It's becoming more and more popular to do, and it's low impact. And so if you do a lot of, if you understand calisthenics, if you do a lot of training on your channel without equipment, doing a playlist of calisthenics workouts for beginners would be a great idea, because I think there's a curiosity about it right now. And there's also still a shortage of equipment. People can't buy a lot of good equipment right now because of just what's happened over the last couple of years. I know being a vendor of different brands of equipment, it's hard to get a hold of a lot of stuff. So people are trying to train with their body weight and just their own resistance and stuff. So if you understand calisthenics, not a bad one to try. And next one up, 10-minute abs workout, which is essentially, same things before. This is just focused on core. Everything on these rising searches is always focused on core, it seems. But 10 minutes, target training, beginners like 10 minutes, quick and easy. And as much as we know a 10-minute workout's really hard to kind of get the heart going, for somebody who's not in good shape, it's all that they need, because sometimes it's a bit of a psychological thing too, where they can go in, they can exercise for 10 minutes before they jump in the shower in the morning. And by the time they're done, they're sweating a little bit. If it's an ab workout, their core is sore, their heart's beating, their heart starts beating, they feel awake, they have their shower, they're all refreshed, and they go to work feeling like $1 million because they did your 10-minute workout. So don't undercut those 10-minute workouts, because there is a huge audience for them. And you can always expand and do more long form workouts later. It's a great way to introduce somebody to your channel with a playlist of 10-minute workouts, and just giving them, basic beginner style. I think somebody more advanced is going to want to do something a little bit longer, I would guess. But for somebody who's of that beginner level, being able to give them these little kind of 10-minute bites of what you do, and then a progression where they can build into, longer form workouts and on different playlists. Not a bad idea to pull people in and keep them in your community, because you don't want people just to find a workout, do the workout and move on. You want them to like it so much to see more of that and then stay on your channel based on that. All right, next one up. Lost my spot. Okay. So yeah, next one is belly fat burning exercises for women, which is 130% increase. Again, just based on how it is written, that is a non-exercise person. Like that's a beginner search. Belly fat burning, at least they know that belly fat has to be burned and it's not exercised. Belly fat burning exercises for women. Truth be known, any high intensity workout is belly fat burning exercises for women. So this is like what I mentioned earlier, Annalene, this is where you could do like a really good high intensity workout. And then in that little sub heading on your title, it could be something along the lines of chisel core, burn belly fat, feel great. That little kind of tagline after the fact. And that's how you can kind of sneak in those keywords without it looking like you're kind of clickbaiting people. Next one up, cardio workout at home for beginners. Cardio for burning calories at home, because they're at home for beginners. So I'm 75-80% of these are beginner searches, guys. Remember that when you're doing your workouts. I find one of the hardest and most frustrating things working with people is the other trainers is they oftentimes want to be the best trainer, and they associate the best trainer with having the hardest workouts. So they want to do something like, I've had people come in and join me in here in the studio doing workouts, and the workouts were so crazy, I thought the person was going to have a heart attack doing their own workout. And it's like, people can't follow that, like most people. And you got to think of, this is not a classroom at a gym with 30 confident followers who know your movements following you. This is somebody who's never met you, who doesn't exercise a lot. And that is the majority of YouTube users. I hate to say it, but it is true. There are intermediate people. Yes, there are a few advanced people, but I think if you're at the level where you're building your channel, really focus hard on that beginner moving towards intermediate level, because that is the biggest growth opportunity for all of you. Aside from that, there's not much I can add to that cardio workout. They're all cardio workouts. So next one up, 160% increase and cool down exercises after workout. Last time I did one of these videos, the same thing came up. It's obviously still trending. I've started adding these to my channel, warm up and cool down segments. And I've actually had good feedback on them. People have enjoyed having them there. They're doing them. And again, I just going by the comments, they're doing my warm-ups and cool downs before they actually do a workout. So I'm actually getting people watching 2 videos minimum instead of just going to 1. So that's really good. And I don't get into the warm-ups and cool downs in the videos. I've had some people complain about that, but I do think a lot of people just want to get into the workout. They're again, time-based. They don't want to be fast forwarding through finding out where the workout starts. So I basically have a separate playlist that I'm going to be adding warm-ups and cool downs to. If you don't do warm-up and cool downs, I do recommend that you do, because if people are looking for that, they're going to go somewhere else to find it. So you might as well offer it yourself. What's next? Words are so small, I'm losing my spot. Okay. Resistance band workout for glutes. That's great. I posted one of those yesterday, actually. 180% increase. I'm going to go change my title after this to exactly what that is, to see if it helps, because it's not doing great. Yeah, resistance band stuff doesn't do really well on my channel. I have one resistance band workout that did really well, and somehow it was one that I personally did, and it's probably the worst one on my channel. I don't like resistance bands. I just don't like how they feel. I did one. It was part of a review thing. Actually, yeah, I've done 2 resistance band workouts. Another good story. That it was the other resistance band workout I did that did absolutely nothing for 2 or 3 months, and then suddenly had like 2,000 views overnight, because the company I used found the video, shared it, and this video now it had a huge spike, brought in a bunch of new subscribers, bunch of traffic to the channel, and the company had asked me to shoot 60 resistance band workouts, and they don't know that I actually am a film producer for a living. They just went based on my channel and my video. So that's how quickly a brand deal can come in, guys. You could use a certain kind of equipment. Make sure you name drop that equipment, whether it's in the title or in the description somewhere. They may find you, they may love it, and they may offer you money to do more. So it doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen. That's proof that it happens. Next up, basic workout for beginners at home. It sounds like a broken record, guys. It's at home, beginner, basic. To me, that's like just easy to follow. It doesn't have to be necessarily low impact, but something that's basically, easy to digest. Again, some of us get so wound up with our workouts that we just go over the top. They're high intensity. They're hard to follow. There's not enough audio cues. And if somebody is frustrated trying to follow you, even if the workout's good, they'll leave because they feel stupid, even though nobody's watching. So make sure you've got some content on your channels that's at that beginner level, that just basically it flows nicely. All the audio cues are there. They can follow it. They know what's coming next. So they're not constantly in a scramble trying to keep up, because that could be very frustrating, and that's a great way to lose people from your communities. Question from Lex. Do you use an app for the screenshots for your thumbnails? I use the media player, and I feel my thumbnails are kind of low quality, and I only shot in 4K 60 frames per second. I use Adobe Premiere with all my video editing, and there's a button on there, like on the actual interface, which is a photo, like the picture of a camera. I click on that, and it basically takes the full resolution screenshot. Now, I've done some where I actually take photos of the trainers and stuff, or of myself, but then there are times where I do just take an action shot and extract it. That's what I do. Now, I don't know what media player would do. My belief based on media player is that it's probably actually taking a screenshot of your screen, which would be much lower quality. So that would be a tough one to do. I'm just trying to think if any of you guys know, because I know there's people using other editing programs out there. If any of you guys know of one that takes a good quality screenshot, because that's a really important thing, Lex. Like, don't mess around with those thumbnails. Get the highest resolution you possibly can. to make sure, because if they don't click on the thumbnail, they're never going to see how good your workouts are. So, Krista, mine neither. Resistance bands don't work at all. Yeah, it's funny. They're just, they do. I've got one doing really good. I've got one that's probably in my top 10 videos that's doing really well. Now, those fabric mini bands, booty bands, those don't do well. Actual resistance tubing with the handles does okay. At least that's just my own personal experience with that. So if you find like the booty bands aren't working, maybe try something with like a typical resistance band or something like that. What did I say the search term was for resistance bands, KJ? It is resistance band workout for glutes. What I'll do, guys, when I'm done is I'll actually take a screenshot of my sheets here and I'll post it in the Facebook group. If any of you guys are on here and you're not in the Facebook group yet, it's just facebook.com/fitness marketing hub, or just search fitness marketing hub. It's a private group. Just apply. And if you have a channel, throw your channel link in there. If you don't have a channel, just say, I don't have a channel yet or something. I added some questions in the actual group thing for when people apply to join it, because I'm turning down people every day now, because I think people are jumping in there just to spam you guys. And if they don't answer the questions, I'm not letting them in. So make sure you answer the questions, because I don't want to lose anybody. So yeah, so I'll do that. But yeah, KJ, it's again, resistance band workout for glutes. It's a 180% increase over the last 30 days in searches. And yeah, and I'll post this after. I'll post the paperwork. And no problem, Lex, you're very welcome. And no problem, KJ, you're very welcome. All right, what's next? So we just did basic workout for beginners at home. The next one, 190% increase, simple workout for beginners. Take everything I just said in the last one and put it on this one. Low to medium impact, easy to follow, easy to digest, speak clearly, good audio. Just make it something where they can do it and they don't feel like a total spaz doing it. And they can enjoy it, they can follow you, that sort of thing. So really important, guys. Again, I can't stress enough, something that, like I mentioned last week, that I'm working on a long form course on building your YouTube channel. And this entire course is based around bringing in the right clientele. You bring in the right clientele and you can convert 2% of those, and using very modern numbers. If you can convert, if you get 1,000 subscribers and you can convert 2% of them into one-on-one online training clients, you're making $4,000 a month, not including Google AdSense and all that other stuff. That's just literally, and that's based on $200 a month for online training, which is on the low end of what trainers charge. So using everything on lower amounts and very conservative numbers, you convert 2% of your audience at 1,000 people, and you're making $4,000 a month as a YouTuber. But it starts right now. It starts from day one, and it's creating a channel that draws the right people in. Like, again, I can't, well, I could somewhat, but I can't really give advice to online YouTube gamer channels as well as I can to fitness channels, because I understand fitness on YouTube and off YouTube. And I've got the experience on the corporate side, on gym ownership side, on personal trainer side, and as a filmmaker. And I can put that together to give you guys that information. You guys are ideal followers of my channel. You're all trying to grow your channels. You know, you seem to like the content that I post and stuff. So that's what you want. You want to get people that when they find your channel, they're so relieved they found it because they were looking for it, not just being the next, you know, trying to be a watered down version of another popular channel. So that sidebar I'm done with. So Lex, so I have 21 subs since I just started. Should I go organic or should I promote on Facebook? I feel I could get some subs on Facebook easier. I forget, Lex, how long, we've never really spoken, but how long you've been on YouTube for. If you've just got 21 subs at this point, without looking in detail at your channel, I would say you're not ready to start advertising, because you don't want to start advertising, because the whole thing is about return on investment. If you start advertising now and your channel's not ready, you're not going to convert people. They're going to see you, your views will go up, but you're not going to, and you will convert some maybe, but you're not going to convert a higher percentage, which is what you want. And again, I'm not huge, and this is just personal opinion, I'm not huge on cross promoting on Facebook. Promoting a YouTube channel on Facebook right off the bat, Facebook is going to not go out of their way to promote you. And you're asking people to jump from one platform to the next. And I've said it before, it's like, you know, going to a country western bar to try and get people to go to the heavy metal nightclub. They're not going to go in many cases because they like the music on their own place. I would be promoting on YouTube, because those are the people that are on there, and there's 2 billion people on there, and many of them are searching for workouts just like yours. So I would stick to people on that platform. I think it's better use of your money, but I would also make sure your channel is ready before you, because it sounds a little bit a month and a week, 20. Okay. Yeah. Straight up, Lex, you're not ready to advertise. You can if you want. But I think you need a little more time to kind of get your channel together. You know, if you have money to spend right now, I would invest it in even you and I jumping on a Zoom call, and then we can go over it and we can see what's working and what's not, and at least figure out how far away you are from advertising. I would be afraid you wouldn't get a return on your money if you did it now. But I mean, you can always try. It's your money. I just think it might take a little more time. That's pretty early to start advertising. And you may not get the return out of it that you want. So just my opinion though. KJ, I used to promote on Facebook. I've stopped now because it was hurting my watch time. Yeah. And that's what I always rant. Go look at some old videos on here. It's all I ever talk about is how Facebook actually hurts your average view duration. And then that stops the algorithm from promoting you on YouTube and helping you rise in search results. And therefore you don't grow on YouTube. And so many people fall into this trap. They're constantly going to Instagram and Facebook and everywhere and like for like and go watch my video for 30 seconds and I'll watch yours and I'll get that view and it'll look really good. Those are all vanity metrics. They will not help you grow. They will not help you grow. There's just straight up, it won't help. So I'm glad that it's good though, KJ, that you actually experienced that, so that now you know and you'll know. And I mean, your channel probably is polished enough now that you could be doing advertising, but I would stick to advertising on YouTube and doing it that way. But I also think so many of us are so early in this to be spending money on ads now might not do us any good. I know it may speed up the growth process a little bit, but I don't know. I just want you guys to save your money at all costs. People might click, but they don't stay and watch, and they rarely subscribe. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna take your advice. Seem like you know what you're doing. I'm no expert, Lex. I'm just I've got a pretty good understanding of it at this point, and a lot of it's from making mistakes. Now, I've never advertised on YouTube or any of that, so I can't speak from experience on that. But I mean, KJ just did. And what she said is exactly what I believe too. I just didn't have to spend the money to figure that out. I don't think it's, there's a time and a place, and it takes to me, it takes about 3 months to get your channel populated properly. And then after that, it's making sure that the aesthetics, the presentation, everything just needs to be optimal, all of those things. So don't rush it. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the 21 people you've got. Keep building on that. You'll know when you're ready, I think. Learning by doing. Exactly, KJ. All right. So we just finished simple workout for beginners, and the next one, 200% increase burpees for beginners. Good tutorial to do. If you guys are comfortable and understand how to do burpees, do a tutorial on burpees. It sounds simple enough, but people are looking for it, and people aren't sure. And there are some, there are a lot of mistakes people make in that movement. There's mistakes that take the pressure off their core. There's mistakes they can make that can put, that can throw their back out. That can, you know, a lot of little things like that. So if you're really comfortable doing burpees, try doing a burpee tutorial. Just a little 2-3 minute video, how to do it properly. Next one that came up doesn't really apply to you guys too much. Best workout apps for men. 250% increase. Yeah, I mean, not much we can do there unless you have an app. But you could do, if you have any kind of a vlog component on your channel, you could review some apps, and your final say could be telling people just to use YouTube. Maybe I'll do that video. I don't know. Yeah. So, and the next one is lats workout at gym for men. And that's got a 3,550% increase in searches. So again, just like a lot of the stuff I found was very female oriented. Men, same thing. They're getting back to the gym. They're wanting to get in shape. They're wanting to build muscle again, and they're looking for workouts to grow their lats, because if you grow your lats, your waist looks smaller. So I mean, if you have access to a gym, I know I actually spoke about this particular search with one of my clients today who does a lot of gym vlogging, and he does workouts for bodybuilders from the gym and stuff like that. So he's going to jump on that one this week. So yeah, so it's a good one, and just goes to show that people are searching for workout ideas for the gym as well. The number one rising search, sure I'm not missing any questions. Number one rising search on Google Trends for YouTube over the last 30 days is best core workout for men. So if you do a core or an abdominal workout, throw the word best in your title. I don't really like that when people do that, but if it's something that's being searched for that much, you know, doing something, whether it's a tutorial or a workout, best core exercises for men, best core exercises for women, throw it out there. And I would rather see something like that as a tutorial than a workout, because I think when it's almost a bit arrogant to say this is the best workout for men. But if you were to do, you know, the 6 best core exercises for men, then you're basically, that's an opinion piece. That's you saying these are the 6 core exercises that I use to build my core and strengthen my core and all that kind of stuff. And here they are, and you go through them. So that would be how I might probably deal with that one. And that could be done for women as well. So, and that is it, guys. That is the top 25 rising searches. And we also laid out the top searches on Google Trends for YouTube based on August 11th, 2021 to September 11th, 2021. If you guys have any questions, fire them away. Otherwise, I'm not going to do like a full live stream today. I just wanted to get this information out to you guys. This is the gospel, guys. This is not my opinions. This is facts based on searches. This is what people are actually looking for right now. And we try and do these every month. If it's your first time joining us, yeah, we try and do it every month. A lot of them will kind of stay from month to month, but there's always new ones that rise and fall. It can be based on a lot of things, time of year, new products that come out, things like new influencers or trainers that are rising in the searches, or somebody gets highlighted on a talk show and suddenly they're a big search term on YouTube, stuff like that. So that is it for today. Quick and impromptu. Thank you so much for coming out. Always appreciate you guys coming out and supporting. By the way, thanks to you guys supporting this video and all the videos on the channel. the second channel is now fully monetized by Google as well. So now I have 2 monetized channels. Truthfully, this channel has been monetized since last December with products and services, but it is nice and it is a feather in my hat that I'm also monetized on Google as well with the watch hours and the subscribers and all of that stuff. So no problem, Annaline, and no problem, KJ. Hope you guys all have a good weekend. But yeah, as I was saying, thank you very much for supporting the channel. If you know other trainers out there that you think would like the channel or like the content, please feel free to share videos, share the channel, anything like that. If you like this one today, please feel free to like it and share it. Thanks, Lex. I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, the more people that I can have discovering this channel, the more of these videos I can do, better it is for me, better it is for you, I guess, in terms of running support. Oh, thank you, Krista. But yeah, it's nice. And I mean, I want to see all of you guys get to that level as well if you're not already. Because it's just one of those things where it's a bit of a feather in your cap. There's different intervals you go through as you grow on YouTube. My other channel today is actually going to be crossing over 20,000 subscribers if it hasn't already. And that's another big thing. I'm very proud of that fitness channel for the simple fact that at 20,000 subscribers, I know for a fact that there are channels with 500,000 subscribers that do not profit as much as I've been able to profit off 20,000. And that goes down to just the right practices from day one in building it up. This literally can be a career for you guys, or worst case can be a very lucrative side hustle. And that's what we're here for. And that's basically what we talk about. You're very welcome, Jane. Thanks for popping in. But I'll leave it at that, guys. I want you guys to get going with your weekends. I hope you enjoyed this. Can't thank you enough for popping out, even though I gave you about 5 minutes notice that I was doing it. But thanks, KJ. But yeah, enjoy your weekends. You guys know where to find me on here on Facebook if you ever have any questions. And we will leave it at that. And as I said, notes are right here. I will post those on the Facebook group in the next 5 or 10 minutes. So if you're not on the Facebook group, feel free to jump in. Good way to finish it off, Lex. You stay blessed as well. Everyone enjoy their weekend. Take care, and I will talk to you soon.